Hey guys, so I'm going to take a look into the month of April for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As always, these readings are general, they're for the collective, so if anything in the spreads don't resonate for you, just go ahead and leave it for someone who needs to hear it, and remember that there is always no gender in tarot. In some of these spreads, I'll pull two separate energies. The first I'll always call your energy, the second will be any opposing energy. Anytime that it fits better in the opposite, just go ahead and switch sides. We're going to look into a couple of things here. It'll be a pretty long video as it is a whole monthly overview, so I will timestamp it. If I'm resonating and you really would like more help, all the information to contact me for a private personal reading is in the information below, as well as all my other services. If you feel like any of these areas in your life are completely out of control, I may be able to help with that. Again, information all in the description below. I'll also pin it in the comment section. So I'm going to start off with spirituality. Let's see where you stand with yourself and if you're on the correct path here. Usually this part of the spread ends up spilling over into all the other parts. So let's do it here. Okay, so we have friends. The most unlikely friendships can form like variated lichens. Lichens? Lichens. I said lichens. On hard rock, they create a tight bond. So, I mean, friends. So, maybe we're finally being friends with ourselves here. Okay. Tell me about this friend energy. Too many guys. Let's more of these. So in the current position, we have karma in the upright. The challenge here is the moon. The most likely outcome is the Five of Wands. Not really what I'd like to see. The advice, the Eight of Wands. I feel like maybe you're really frustrated with yourself because it's like, you know, maybe you've been really defending yourself here. You've been working really hard to try to make some type of, like, you know, life changes. But there's a lot of uncertainty about, you know, it's sort of like, you know, I put in the work, when and will I receive this, like, good karma in the current. It's like you're feeling like you will, and it kind of gets shifted by this uncertainty here, creating mass conflict in the outcome. Okay. Tell me about karma here for Leo. Okay, I have the Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Nine of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like, you know, you've done the inner work, and yet you feel like you're still, it's like you worry if you're on the right path. Because, you know, I feel like you've learned a lot about yourself, and it has brought, you know, some type of abundance here, or you're waiting for some type of abundance to come in here. It's like, you know, reaping what you sow, which should be good. And yet, it's like a fear of change. There's some type of anxiety between being like open and vulnerable here. It's also like, you know, speaking your truth and kind of recognizing that that's where the change has to come in. It's maybe you feel like you're blocking your blessings, or like you're not perfectly aligned to receive blessings, that it may have required a sacrifice. And that's why things are so uncertain here. But an emotional sacrifice. So the challenge here is not really either having the answers that you need, or it's like the hidden subconscious feelings. Let's see. I have the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Seven of Swords, High Priestess. That's interesting with the Moon energy. King of Swords at the bottom. You know, I feel like the issue here I feel that the challenge is your subconscious, which is making you feel this anxiety, like you won't get what you do feel like you deserve, or like maybe you're not manifesting from the right places. You just have an anxiety issue overall, like high anxiety. But subconsciously, I feel like you're putting all of your worth into the effort, or the effort that you're holding back. So it's sort of like things that are out of your control are the problem here. You're not sure whether to hold back or invest more. And I feel like into a relationship with the divine, or with yourself. It's like maybe you did a specific level of healing, and it you know, it got a little deep. You figured out some truths about yourselves. There's been some changes, but subconsciously there is still work that needs to be done. Because the need for control of the outcome to, you know, your own healing, one is silly, because it just doesn't, healing is like time-based, and it's linear, and it goes kind of back and forth, it ebb and flows. So like you have to constantly learn new things about yourself and go through karmic situations. And maybe that's what it is. Like you went through a real deep karmic situation that, you know, made you really anxious, and you had to crawl your way back into, you know, self-love and understanding your value. and you just kind of stopped there. But it's like you're conscious that good things should be coming to you, but your subconscious won't allow you to just receive. It's sort of like it wants to play mind games here. But there's just something below the surface there, some type of deception or lie that you've told yourself or that you were pre-programmed to have, that leaves you in a place of stagnancy. It's almost like you can't have faith. You want to know the control of an outcome, or the outcome of, you want to control the outcome of a situation. I can't even speak right now. It's like, because this is the challenge. It's like you're ready to fight and do what needs to be done here. And sometimes that's not, it's like that will be the outcome if we don't sort of like handle this, like what's below the surface here that's holding us back. And to me, it's like a control thing. It's like there are things that you don't know, or that are unclear, that are hidden. And you feel like you need all of the answers, maybe. Tell me about this Five of Wands. Ace of Swords, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck we have the Two of Wands. Whatever is not clear is going to become clear, but it may be due to some drama or some defensiveness, maybe even. One is that I feel like it's more of like a warning, where it's like if you're not in control of something, you really do need to give that up to the universe. Because if you try to figure out the truth here, it could cause some drama. And this is something that, I feel like triggers something in the inner child. And I feel like it's just something with you doesn't sit well with things being unfair. And if there's sort of a chance of it, you're trying to like fight the cause and like make sure that things, are right, that they're correct, that they're honest. Ace of Swords. But the fight is to control an outcome that's outside of your control. So it is kind of saying to, allow time to pass. The Wheel of Fortune could be here because of divine timing. It's like you want answers right now about what's going to happen, karma. But you can't just have those answers. It comes with a time period. It can only come when it's ready to. Does that make sense? Like, you have to wait. The Knight of Pentacles is very patient. because you really are only in control of yourself and your own choices here and your decisions. It's like whatever this is, you're not in control of it. You have to release it. The advice is the Eight of Wands. Let's see what that's about. I feel like it's sort of warning you too, though, that if like you put an expectation on this, that's a great way to get disappointed. It's like, you know, not trying to control the things that you can't control and just like having some optimism, like having some faith. Because the Wheel of Fortune is out here. It's like, okay. So we're clarifying the Eight of Wands with the King of Cups. The Knight of Wands. Nine of Wands. Ace of Cups. Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. See? Patience. The advice is to have some patience. I feel like literally like it's trying to say like you're looking for an answer here and it's outside of you. Understand? So you need to overcome that notion where it's like you one, need the answers right away, and two, can do something about it. It's like there's another person attached to this, or yeah, just an outside interference attached to this King of Cups energy. But it's saying, you know, if you're like patient, you will get, it's like you'll overcome things and you'll get what you're looking for. The only problem that you're having here, where this Nine of Swords energy is coming from, is, you know, that subconscious need to control the outcome of a situation that you have no control over. It's like up in the air. So you could be stressed the hell out in most of these readings here, but very much so. It's like the Friends card is here, where it's like, you know, maybe your guides, your ancestors, God, whoever you deal with, like, let them be your friend. Let them take some of the load, you know. It's, you got to release the idea of control, because you're not in control of that situation specifically. Whatever is going on outside of you, and you're definitely not in control of somebody else's karma. You're not in control of divine timing, and you can't be in control of fate. And the only thing that's going to happen is if you try to be, is a whole lot of stress, anxiety, and probably conflict. So just let that go. All right. Let's move into career here. Can you tell me about finances and career for Leo, please? Here we have the energy is gaining momentum. Bottom of the deck, I have step out of your comfort zone. So in the current, we have the Ace of Pentacles. In the challenge, we have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Hermit in the most likely outcome. And in the advice, we have the Ace of Swords. So we definitely have something new going on currently with money. Some type of offer. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles, please, for Leo. Leo energy, strength. So I feel like it is an actual opportunity, but you're not sure if you want to take it here. And it's not in a bad way. It's like in a way to sort of sit back and like see, you know, what kind of options you have here to hold back from like just taking the first offer that comes, it seems like. But also a little bit of fear of change. It's like, something definitely would have to change, but it's also the only way to sort of overcome whatever financial stuff we have going on here. Or it's like the offer that's being given is a huge change, might come with a lot to handle, but it will, yeah, I mean, like, oh, you'll be overcoming a lot of obstacles with that Nine of Wands energy. Now the challenge here is the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. I got the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The challenge is to focus. I feel like you need to almost like emotionally detach, because it's making you like anxious. It's like something it's almost like you know that you need to have a plan here, Seven of Pentacles, to, you know, like you need to, you know, focus, literally Eight of Pentacles, on, you know, how to invest properly, strategizing a full plan for the situation to work. And it's just like creating a ton of emotional mess. Or perhaps it's that you're trying to do this while you're already stressed out and anxious and an emotional mess. And so it's like you're going to have to kind of relax, you know. We have the Hermit in the most likely outcome, so I feel like you will be sort of like, you know, getting the answers that you need, and, you know, kind of being able to like chill out and have a little solitude. But it is saying to release the like the overthinking and the emotional part of this, so that you can think about this from a very practical standpoint. You know, that Ace of Swords at the end with the advice is like practicality, you know, clarity. So clarifying the Hermit here, we have the Six of Swords, the Tower, Nine of Cups, and the Hierophant. whatever this is literally does require you to step out of your comfort zone. It's not just like new money. It's like something new where you probably have to, like, you know, gain some new type of knowledge or skill. Hence the actually being able to focus and concentrate at the task at hand is hard. But I feel like here you start sort of, it's like you finally are going to be able to have time to sit down and think about what is the best move for you here and then take action towards that. With the Tower here, it's going to be like you realizing that you just need to move towards what makes you happy here and commit to that. Nine of Cups and the Hierophant. But first you need to gain the clarity. So it's sort of like you don't know what to do, and there's so much emotion attached to the situation that you're not thinking clearly, and you need to, you know, meditate and contemplate so that you can focus to figure out what it is that we're going to do here, you know. Clarifying this Ace of Swords, I have the Page of Wands, Six of Cups, Page of Cups, and yeah, the Four of Pentacles. I don't know, I feel like the clarity here, like the advice here is, you know, be honest with yourself, make sure that you're really like looking at it from all angles here. Page of Wands, Page of Cups, it's like, whatever this is, you really like love to do it and it's best for you, but it may require you like saving or like being a little selfish with time, energy, money. So basically it's saying here, if once you get this clarity, make sure that you're being practical and making a plan about how to do it. Because a lot of this is emotion response. You know, I have all this cup energy. And it's like exciting and scary. Because it's outside of the norm. But if you sit with it, the answers will come to you. Start at the bottom. You gotta have faith. You gotta have hope. You have to be optimistic. But mostly it looks like, you know, it's like just an emotional response, again, to not having control over the situation or knowing exactly what's going to happen. But if you sit and think on it, you will realize that you do. You have all the answers. All right. So now I'm going to move into love readings. I'll start with singles. These will be you versus them, so honestly, I'll always pull the first energy as yours, the second as your person's, but you can flip them around to however they resonate for you. All right, what can you tell me about the single Leos, please? Here we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. Leo singles. So your overall energy here is the Hermit, Virgo energy. Six of Wands. Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, Fool, Aquarius energy, The Empress, Libra, Taurus. Judgment, Scorpio energy. I have the Five of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, I have the Hierophant. That's Taurus energy. I feel like you've sort of been alone for a while and possibly even like sort of isolating, you know, definitely in solitude. But now there's some type of progress here. There's this new love that's coming towards you here. I feel like you're really, really attracted to this person. And they definitely have their shit together, you know? The thing here for me is that I feel like this is like a new journey for you right after something else closed, or maybe you're not like 100% healed, because it's like there's still like, I don't know, you feel like maybe you have to compete for this person or like their attention or something, and there's something with it that's like triggering from like perhaps a past person here. So it's almost like you're almost like trying to find red flags in this person, and you might be actually trying to just, it's like you're trying to protect yourself so hard because you specifically only want like one thing, but you actually may be so guarded that you're sort of like fighting it off. So it's sort of like, you know, I want new love, but I want to make sure it's the perfect person. Or for some of you, this is an ex. It's kind of like there's been this period of isolation where you have not been talking to this person, and you've actually been pretty good on working on the new, you know, like what are you going to do next here? And then this person is coming back towards you asking for forgiveness, and there's like a lot of drama and conflict around this. And it's kind of like part of you really wants to fight for the connection. So I feel like you're sort of torn between this past person coming back around. For their energy, I have the Justice card. That's Libra energy. The Six of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Two of Swords. The Emperor. Aries energy. The Five of Pentacles. The Star card. That's Aquarius energy. I have 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. So yeah, this is definitely an ex. And it's you that ghosted them because you didn't want to fight. This person wants to make things right. They know that you walked away because they weren't giving you what you needed, or they weren't giving to you in the same manner that you were giving to them. I feel like this person, you know, they probably are fine by themselves. The Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, you're like, possibly this is like a divorce and someone trying to come back. I feel like they're willing to admit that they made a really bad decision here. That they're good by themselves, you know. But they feel left out, you know. They don't like being iced out. They don't want to not talk, and they feel like they can fix the connection with you or the marriage with you here. But you feel defensive towards this person, like there's just too much chaos. Or like you're really tired of constantly fighting for this connection. Let's grab the most likely outcome here. Page of Pentacles, or sorry, Page of Wands. I don't know where my brain is right now. We have the Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Chariot, Cancer energy, Ten of Cups, Three of Cups, the Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy, the King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. I don't think this person can really like handle this. They want to talk, but they kind of want to keep it lighthearted. But I feel like they're trying to figure out how to sort of explain the distance and whatever went on here. You know, it's like wanting to apologize for some type of like sneaky behavior to move things forward here, but to this person, they feel like the differences here can be reconciled. It's like wanting to come back together with you. I feel like this is a person that did not really like recognize your worth until it's too late. Like they might have made an impulsive, stupid decision to do something stupid here. And it's like they can't come back from it and realize that like they really played with the wrong one. In the advice I have, the Magician, which is Gemini energy, the Five of Cups, Queen of Cups. I feel like this person started recognizing your worth right around the time you did. And I feel like despite the fact that you're going through a lot of like loss and maybe even slight depression here, you might be in your emotions, there is this new chapter here. It's like, don't forget that there is still new ahead. It's not, you know. But basically, you're going to be faced with a decision about taking this ex back. I don't see any other, I don't see other energies here for you. I feel like you've just been alone. So if you were waiting for a person to come back or you wanted them to, they're going to try to come in and commit, but just don't hurt yourself here, because there's always the opportunity for new. And for some of you, a new chapter, like if this is really like who you want and to you this is like, your life partner, then it looks like you force them to be accountable and to come in the correct way. Let's do the couples reading. token, I will pull first energy as yours, the second as the person on your mind, but feel free to flip them if they fit better the other way. There is no gender. Can you tell me about Leo's relationship? Okay. Your love life is influenced by your upbringing and spiritual path. So, a little different from our partner, huh? So I have the Queen of Wands as the overall. 10 of Pentacles. The World. Capricorn energy. I have the 8 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. The King of Cups. The Empress, Libra, Taurus. The Star, Aquarius energy. Bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. Okay. I feel like you've been with this person a long time. It's been pretty stable. There's a lot of financial stability to it. For some people, this is an actual marriage. I feel like the problem isn't your person, who very much could be a water sign person or an Aquarius, but perhaps their mother. We have the Empress here. I feel like you want to have, kids with this person. You want to be married to this person. If you're not already, you've been with this person a long time, and you're happy with this person. But I think there's like some type of doubt about their mother, and I'm pulling the Empress here, maybe you recognize that you feel like this is the third party that's sort of in the way of getting it there to that 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. At the same time, though, I feel like we're closing that out because the World is here. So it's sort of like, instead of fearing that this woman doesn't like me or something, I can sort of like approach her and try to heal things, because that person would be kind of family, or I need to see things from this person's point of view more so that I can better understand them and not be so straight. It's like, this is definitely a parental thing. And again, these can be in the reverse, but I feel like you're worried about somebody's mom. Or maternal figure. It's very mature energy, though. Just throwing that out there. So for this person, we have the Page of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Aries, Scorpio energy. The Moon, Pisces energy. The Ace of Wands, Judgment, Scorpio energy. The High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces. The Lovers, Gemini energy. The Fool, more Aquarius energy. And at the bottom I have the Magician, Gemini energy. Okay, so I feel like your person, like, you know, is actually talking to you about the situation. Because it's probably really, like, awkward and painful for them. And they just, it's like they want to close out any type of confusion or, like, hidden intentions or, like... So maybe this this person is asking you to sort of clear the air, or you're asking them to clear the air, and they're sort of like mediating, you know? A lot of major arcana here for this person. I just feel like they really, 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 really want you. But there's a lot of, like, hidden, like, stuff between you and whoever this third party energy is, the, I would say, maternal figure. Because it definitely relates to their upbringing. So I feel like it's a huge misunderstanding, or it is just your mental space, like you think this lady or this person doesn't like you. Which isn't true. I feel like this is a really normal kind of thing, though, you know? It's like, of course I want to be with you, babe. I just feel like your mom hates me. Like, my mom doesn't hate you. Can you just talk to my mom? All right, and the most likely outcome, I have the Four of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Nine of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Six of Cups. Ace of Cups. The Devil. Like this person might have been a little mean to you, though. It wasn't like you just thought this person didn't like you. There was some words, or there was just something done that made, like, sort of hurt your feelings. I see you, like, recouping here, though. Regathering your thoughts. Trying to figure out how you can talk to this person to set things straight. I feel like you may have actually viewed this specific person as, like, toxic in the past, not your person. They're a maternal figure here. I just see you trying to correct it. And at the same time, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like you still do view this person as toxic, and you don't have, like, any expectations outside of toxic. You just want to, it's like you're just willing to deal with this person because you're in love with your person type of energy here. And the advice I have, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Chariot, Cancer energy, yeah. You're just, and it's like, you're doing the right thing here. Like, the only way to progress here is to make peace, be the bigger person, you know. Cards about forward motion and finding balance in a situation. So it's almost like, yeah, having to have a grown-up conversation or give an apology that you don't really want to give just to, you know, appease somebody outside of the relationship for the relationship's sake, you know, but also because it is important to have, like, even if it's just a pretend good relationship with this woman, because either you are married to or you're trying to marry his or her child, you know. Interesting. But that's going to come to a head and get fixed, so there is that. So in the last portion of this, I'm just going to take some additional messages to see if there's any situations that you are unaware of coming up in April. Tell me about something that Leo doesn't see coming for April that you need to be aware of. Thank you. A new start is coming. Underneath it, I have believe in the impossible. This is new moon energy, and it is an Aries new moon. In the current, it's the Nine of Cups. The challenge is the Knight of Wands. Most likely outcome, the Knight of Swords. Advice, the Devil. It's interesting to have the Devil as advice. So the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. So there's something in the current that you're emotionally attached to that you want really badly. Now the challenge is going to be actually moving towards this. There's this Devil energy that makes you really anxious about actually moving towards the new. So it's like that fear of change here. But let's clarify this Nine of Cups. I have the Two of Wands, the Fool. Bottom of the deck, I have the World. I feel like this is like a thought of just something that you want. You don't see that there's actually, that you're going to have to make a choice, that there is an actual opportunity. And it's going to require you ending something to start something new. And you will actually have to do this. It could be like traveling, relocating, you know, just a lot of work. But I feel like you don't think it's possible. And this is like some pre-programming thing here. Okay, so why is the Knight of Wands the challenge? We have the Moon, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Maybe you feel, it's sort of like whatever it is that you would have to end to start something new here, it feels secretive, hidden. The Moon, the Seven of Swords. It's almost like it would be maybe hurting someone else. And And that's why there's so much stress behind it here. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so I had, for the Nine of Swords energy, the Emperor card pop out. The Eight of Wands. And the Ten of Pentacles. It's just a fear of change. Whatever the situation is, I feel like before it was sort of dependent upon someone else, because the situation, I feel, is your happiness. Maybe you don't believe you'll ever truly be happy. And you don't see this new start happening here where the main focus will be your happiness. It requires pretty much taking your power back in life. And again, so, you know, if this is a situation where that happiness was attached to someone or something else, it might feel weird when now it's attached to you and yourself, the Emperor, the ruler of your own empire, which is different, you know. Perhaps, you know, it's like, you know, for the younger group of you, maybe leaving home, you know, for some folks, leaving a really long-term commitment or a long-term friendship and going on some new journey here, you know, leaving a job that you've been at for a long time to start something new. And it requires maybe some action that other people might be hurt by. Okay, so clarifying the double here, I have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. This could be like a codependency thing. You know, whatever or whoever you were addicted to or literally bound to for the long term. It's like this new chapter is you being back in control of your life, and it's scary. But you're on, it's saying in the advice, you know, like, whatever you're tempted to do here, don't let fear hold you back, because something with it has to do with your, like, divine purpose, your life path, the Four of Wands, you know? But it's like you have this obsessive thought process that says things won't go right, or that there's hidden attentions, or there's something that you don't know, or there's something in the way. You have to release that. Yeah. I have the Five of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Magician. It feels like your shadow side has been playing off your insecurities for a little bit lately. I don't know if you're going through something like emotional and really confusing right now, but it's kind of popping out in all aspects of your life here. But most of it is mental, Leo. So I say that we sit down and breathe, make a life goal plan, you know, and kind of relax a little bit on the emotional side and just get really practical, because whether you like it or not, all of these readings emit change, big changes. And that's what the month of April is going to be looking like. But baby, you asked for it. You asked for these changes. This is the divine giving them to you.